All right, gang. All right, so it's just a little bit before midnight here. This is going to be week 9 portfolio review. We can see here that we are down significantly from last week. I think last week we touched 43,000. So here right now, we're down $746. We'll explain why we're down and some changes, and because I did buy some positions, changed some positions. Um, did something just happen that quick? Okay. All right. Anyway, so we'll discuss those in this video here. Where for the day we're up 1,300, over $1,300. For the week, we are down $5,200. So we started out, there we go right there, 43, almost 44. It's about to hit an all-time high. And as the week progressed, I think there was some news in the market, jobs report, and some other stuff that I think had a factor. You know, the election is playing a key in this as well. So some people might have been selling off um, going into the election. They knew it was at some all-time highs. But anyway, this is where we're currently at right now. So for the month, all right, so in one of our previous videos, we saw that each weekend, after each weekend, we progressed and went up, went up. Here's a weekend going into Monday. Here we'll go up, took a little dip, recovered, repeat that cycle, went down a little bit, recovered, and then we kicked off Monday going into Tuesday, hit that 43.8, and then as the week continued here on the 31st, bam, we just started to fall off. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so this is where we're at now. All right, so the changes that happened this week is I bought some SMCY with YieldMax, and I bought this before the report came out regarding the accounting firm that resigned as being their accountant, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. If I'm not mistaken, they resigned because they didn't agree with some of the practices or some of the things that they saw in the financials. They mentioned something about maybe integrity or principles or something like that. So, from my understanding, that's a pretty big deal when an accounting firm will resign from the company. I don't know what's going to happen going forth, but you all know that they paid out $5 and I believe 20 cents on YieldMax, and so it pulled back and dropped $5 from 55 to like 50 or 51. So I got in there and I bought me a position because I thought, oh man, nice dividends, super microcomputers. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. And so I got in at $50, and then it pulled back. And let's check my buying history. All right, so right here, I bought 10 shares on the 24th at 50.46. Then shortly after that, this article come out with the so it pulled back, and I said, well, let me take an opportunity and buy this dip, and who knows, we may have a recovery, but it may be a little bit more serious than that, and I don't know if we're going to have a recovery. I don't know where we headed now, but I did buy some at 37. Excuse me. To bring down my average cost, which brought it down to $42. And I thought I was doing good, but then we can see here from 55 to $50, we're literally $30. So let's go back in the week. So this is where we were. Boom. Then all of a sudden, shoo, just like that. it was making a recovery back up to 55. I was like, man, this is good. I made a good investment. And then, boom, bottom fall out. And that's when I got in somewhere around here, around 37. I thought I was doing good. And then, boom, she dropped some more. Let me see. So this, I don't know how low this thing is going to drop. But anyway, um, we'll see if I can learn my lesson or dollar cost average this down. Especially if it looks like it's going to have a turnaround. I don't know. I just have to keep my ears to the ground. And I guess I could have put a stop loss on it, but I wasn't anticipating this. But hey, you live, you learn. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, so let's see how this progresses, and we'll see if we can make some coverage. So let's look at the underlying stock, which is Super Micro Computer. All right, so I got in here. Let's see what I did. I purchased some. So I purchased 40 shares at 33.13 because I saw it come down. And I was, man, I'm so glad because before this happened, I didn't, the day that Super Micro Computer pulled down, the day before the news came out, I was going to make a purchase. Actually, I was going to buy about 5K worth. I thank the Lord I did pull the trigger and I waited. So we saw it come down and got 40 shares around this price. And we see that it has dropped almost another $7 and some change. So we're gonna see if this comes down. I think I heard some people mention if it came down to 25 or 6, they were gonna get in or consider getting in. Um, so um, I may nibble just to bring this down, maybe 30 something dollars. I don't, I, but I would have to wait until I get paid in dividends because the required maintenance is too high. Um, even though I did buy some, so they're only giving me $8,100 of buying power, and I bought some Coney. Let's look at that. I bought some, yeah, I bought some Coney. I added, let's see here. I added on the 31st. I added 200 shares at $12.40, which is below my average. I think my average was at 1460 or 1470 prior to this. So I'm down $5,300. And so I do have 11K in buying power. And I think I looked at it a while ago. If I added 300 more shares, that would be about $3,400, I think. So that's something I'm considering. But if the overall market continues to pull down, I may hold off on that until I get paid in some dividends that will give me some breathing room. Because if it continues to head in the downward trajectory, especially after this election, we don't know who's going to get it. Um, that could pull this market could go down, or individual certain stock to go down, and I could get margin called, and I don't want to do that. So, trying to play it smart here because I've already purchased more than I need to with margin call. Let's take a quick look at Misty. Misty's at 27.97 right now. It did pull back just a little bit. It was making a little recovery. I hadn't made any additional purchase. Um, let's see here. Let's go back to my buying power. Take a look at it. We see here that I've borrowed. That's what margin used me. I borrowed 28K. I had gotten it down to 24, but I bought some more Coney, SMCY, SMCI. So you see I'm at low risk, but I only have 7,400 in buffer. So we got to be careful. So we'll probably just hold out. The worst case scenario, I'll probably have to sell off some of my Misty to cover the margin if we get too low. All right, so that's pretty much it. Just a brief update. Um, yeah, brief update. See how we were. We was looking pretty good. I'm actually, oh, I forgot about that. I'm actually gonna have to probably pull out about 15 or $1,700 to pay towards some debt. Um, And that'll probably be that way until January, and then we'll start to actually really utilize this account to pay debt off and pay the margin down, um, and increase the equity in this account. All right, I'm out. I hope we have a good week. Um, this election is going to be very predictable in the market. I'm sure it's going to have a negative or positive effect on the market, and then eventually we will recover once we know who the new candidate will be. All right, I'm out. Have a good one.